What's going on YouTube? Brian Rooker here. Figured I'd go ahead and give you one more deck profile on the Atlanteans. I figured I'd go ahead and turn this into kind of a series. Lately I've turned it into a bit more of a chaos build. I actually do kind of appreciate it. I really do like what it does. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. Some people saying it's a real good build. But let's get started. We run 2 of the Abyss Soldiers off the bat. 1 Armed Sea Hunter. 2 Attack Squad. 2 Heavy Infantry. 2 Marksmen. BLS Envoy. 1 Deep Sea Diva. 2 Doom Caliber. I finally matched tech in the second one. I got it from my buddy Ryan Hash. 1 Fossil Dyna. 1 Marshmallow. 1 Neospatian Grand Mole. 1 Plague Spreader. They have that in War of the Giants now. Battle Pack 2. It's a common. 1 Thunder King. And 2 Tragodia. That handles the monster lineup right there, pure and simple. It's turned into more of a, like I said, it's more of a chaos build now, but it does have the water stun to it. I do appreciate a lot of help from a lot of the people I've met with the card shop and Ryan Hash, and I do appreciate a lot of you guys. Major shout-outs. For the spell lineup, we run Burden of the Mighty, Book of Moon, Creature Swap, 2 Forbidden Lance, 2 Duality, 2 MSTs, and the Salvage. I try not to run 3 of anything, as you guys can tell from that. I really do not like running 3. It kind of clutters the deck, really, unless it's the deck card that your deck really does work off of. And since this deck is more of a rounded out basis, it doesn't really have anything that it sticks to. Trap lineup, we have 1 Compulsory, 2 Dark Bribes, 3 Fiendish Chains. Like I said, I usually don't like running 3, but with us going into an effect monster format with all the best spells and traps either getting hit heavy or being completely wiped out of the gameplay, I do see it as a viable option to manage to run 3. I can really see Stun making a comeback. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Phoenix Wing, 1 Water Art, and 1 Torrential. I teched in the Water Art after I realized there are people out there who don't run anything grave related unless they're specifically running a deck that works off of your grave. If you're not running anything like that, well, then your deck gets kind of thrown off. I mean, what kind of deck would run a grave-based card, except for maybe Zephyrios, and not run a deck based off the grave solely? I mean, you see Dark Worlds, but they're based straight off hand to grave. A lot of people hate Dark Worlds, but personally, I just see them as another tough deck to get around. Extra deck lineup. We have Ally of Justice Catastor, Dueling, Tiger King of the Ice Barrier, Flamvel Urquizus, Gravity Warrior, Psychic Life Trancer. Note to anybody out there, I'm looking for 2 Black Rose Dragons. I have plenty of stuff that people can look at for trade. I'm willing to trade out of my deck even if I have to. Feel free to give me a message. You can find me on Facebook, Brian Rooker, or you can find me on Dueling Network, Dark Strike Fighter 29. Scrap Dragon, Thought Ruler Archfiend, Star Eater. I could not pass up trading a Stardust for a Star Eater for the simple fact it's an Ancient Gear Golem. I would rather personally avoid the Dimensional Prison. Let's put it that way. 2 Gachi Gentetsus. Many of you who've seen my previous deck profiles understand that I refuse to go without my 2 Gachis. 1 Black Ray Lancer. 1 number 17. 1 Marrowgeist. 1 Gemini Pearl. And 1 Papal Operative to finish off the extra deck. Mainly my extra deck has turned into more of a overall beat your facing kind of thing, but I do prefer that, honestly. I have a lot of my effect negation in my main deck, and what effect negation I don't have in the main deck, I run on the side. Catastor to wipe out your non-darks. You got Black Ray Lancer to cancel out your effects, period. You have the Star Eater to get around spells and traps. Your Scrap Dragon to prematurely burst just about any bubble that they have. Going into the side deck, we have the Atlantean Dragoons. I said when it got knocked to 1, I said I'm just going to take it into the side. I cannot handle running 1 Dragoon simple in the main deck. It just doesn't work for me. 1-Armed Sea Hunter, Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. I wanted to manage to handle anything like Gates to Dark World, E-Dragons from the grave, things like that. I just didn't want to have to deal with them. 1 Marionette Mite, Marshmallow, Puppet Plant. I know stands are still a viable option even without Gateway. I mean, you have 3 Sheen Smoke Signals, the reinforcement of the army. They're still going to be a viable threat. I don't care what anybody tells you. People said that E-Dragons weren't going to be viable after the ban list. They won YCS Toronto. Dark Hole, Forbidden Dress, Monster Reincarnation, Shield Crush, Sword of Revealing Light, Call the Haunted, Dark Bribe, Spell Shield Type 8, and because I didn't have any room in the extra deck, Zen Mains is in the side. That about sums up the deck. Anybody who's watched my deck before knows mainly what this is about. Now it's turned into more just make you waste what you have kind of deck. And, you know, just keep the aggro up. If you have to, you have the Marshmallow for defensive. You have Doom Caliber for your effect negation if you can't reach into the Black Ray. Basically, that's about the deck. Well, comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you, YouTube. Have a good day.